Horth and you're watching Officially Urban TV, and this is the OU panel. I'm here joined today with DJ Silver and the editor and director of Officially Urban. The first thing we want to talk about is obviously Bugzy Malone. Within months of really blowing up in the industry, he's reached number 8 in the national album charts. What have you both got to say on that?
Smashing, absolutely great achievement, especially coming from a city out of London, and like you said, not being signed to any record label.
Yeah,
as well.
exactly.
So he's actually putting hard graft and hard work to get his music out there and his videos, visual stuff to the whole of the UK for them to actually support him. So big shouts to Bugzy Malone, keep up the good work, and all I can say is bigger and better things are going to be coming.
So do you think he will still carry on being as successful, if not carry on being more successful, if he's unsigned, or do you think there's going to get a point where he needs to be signed to a label?
To be honest with you, at the moment, I really don't think he needs a record label. Just like the majority of artists now, everybody's going independent.
Yeah.
As long as you've done the marketing side of it and you've done it well, you've got your followers and your listeners, and people are buying units. What do you need a record label for? You're doing it all yourself. So he's already putting in the work. He's putting the work in the northwest of England. Every single young person knows about Bugzy Malone, and they are the people who are going to go out and buy their music. So he really doesn't need a record label at the moment. I don't think anyway.
What do you think?
I mean, congrats, man. I don't think he needs a record label. No, I think in terms of your question, no one kind of blows forever. So I feel like he's done what he said he's going to do. He's put Manny on the map. He's shone a light on a city that, I mean, historically has a lot of people, artist-wise, but in recent times, no one from outside of London has really done what he's done. You could argue he's probably one of the biggest artists in the UK, not just like Northwest. So
yeah.
I mean, he's shone the light on Manchester. I think for me now it's about who's going to kind of carry on the baton, so to speak.
So with him saying Manny on the map, what do you think to that? Do you think he's actually putting Manny on the map in respect that he's blowing up in the grime scene, which is predominantly a scene in London, or do you think he's just putting himself on the map and I'm from Manchester type of thing?
I think he's actually shone the light on the whole music spectrum, the music genre of Manchester artists, not just grime. You got different types of artists. You've got people like King Burger who are producing and making R&B and hip hop. You've got the other side of it. You've got Shotty Horror and the other guys over there. The Levels. You've got so many different artists in Manchester, and it's not just grime music. I think it's just opened up an actual door for maybe the labels to come in and have a look at these artists and actually see the talent that is in Manchester, because there is a hell of a lot.
Yeah, there is a lot. Okay, so that brings me to say, why do you think, what is it about Bugzy that's made him blow up? And obviously you're a DJ, so you work and you communicate with a lot of Manchester artists. Yeah. Like you said, there's a lot of talent in Manchester. Why do you think he's blown up but no one else?
Consistency.
Okay.
I think that's one of the biggest things you can say about Bugzy Malone. Every month, at least, he would have a new video. He'd have a new YouTube video out, and you'd be looking at them hits, and you're getting 40,000 hits, 50,000 hits, 60,000 hits. So it was just a matter of time until somebody out there noticed him and thought, right, we need to give this guy a chance. And he's took it by the grasp, and he's running with it, and I just hope he can run with it as far as he can, really.
I think he's got star quality as well.
Yeah.
Like, he has actually got, like, the first video I saw of him was the Spitfire video that kind of blew him up, but I remember seeing it and I was like, who the hell is this guy? Like, he's got star quality. I think that's the biggest thing. Like, you can't really put a finger in it. Obviously he's got lyrics, but I mean, I think it's fair to say he's not the best lyricist in the world, but he's got something.
I think it's the whole package what he's got, right? Obviously the girls like him, the young people love him, and he has got a good persona about him, and he's obviously got his turn into the devil.
What do you mean?
Have you never heard it?
Yeah, obviously, Into the Devil.
I think he's
What
got
about that?
he's got the right kind of persona as well. Like for me, like he's got a mystique about him. Like he's not bait. He's not all over Snapchat. Like and I think more importantly, to be honest,
He does have a Snapchat now, though.
yeah, but he's not all over
He's
it.
not
Like,
all
he's
over
not
it. It's
famous
not
for
every
Snapchat.
single day.
I think for me, like he talks from a real place as well. Like that's one thing I like. It seems like what he says is like genuine, real stories. It's not just, oh, I'm trapping out the bando and like making up words just to make them sound good. Like it sounds
it's
like
everyday
Pain
life.
for me is just amazing. Like
All right. So, what when you refer into the Devil? What about that? What's interesting
well, obviously
to you
he's
about
got.
that?
It's just something different. The Beyonce.
What rather than
Beyonce's
turning
got-
into the Hulk?
Beyonce's got
What are you getting at?
Sasha Fierce.
Okay.
Nicki Minaj has got, is it Roman? So he's not just Bugzy Malone, is he? He can change it
It's the
to be
devil
something
as well.
else. It turns into the devil and you actually hear it in his
and
lyrics.
to be fair, on a lighter note as well, like he doesn't really look like he's the kind of guy you want to piss off. To be fair, he does look like he can just
Switch.
Just
into
switch,
the
yeah.
devil.
So I think,
So-
like I said, for me, I think there's an honesty about his music that a lot of people don't have.
Yeah.
Like there's an authenticity that,
And
like
realness.
what he's talking about, you do actually believe it. And I don't think he's just a hothead kind of thing. But like everyone's got a breaking point, and I think the turn into the devil thing is probably that. Just don't push it. But
That's
like
what it is.
most men, you shouldn't do that. So like I said, he's got an authenticity that I like, and more power to him.
I think something's definitely about his music though. Like when you're saying maybe he doesn't have the best bars, you said that right. I think he switches it up constantly, like one track and then like fast forward like a minute more into the song and the vibes completely like changed.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's what I love about it. Like
And yeah,
keeps
I
people
mean,
interested.
like his EP as well, like which you should go get if you haven't got.
Yeah.
Like it's good music as well. That's the thing. Like he's got, I think, all the raw ingredients, but then he also makes good music. Like he's got an EP, 8-track EP, which for an EP is a lot of tracks.
Okay.
All original music, all good music. He's like mixed it up. He's got the party tracks with. Let me not misquote it, but he's got the party tracks. He's got tracks like Pain, and like for me, I just think it's an excellent body of work. And again, you just highlight the fact that he's not from London.
Yeah. All right. So if you listen to his EP,
I've not fully listened to all of it,
yeah.
but I am actually listening to it at the moment. And like you said, he's got a bit of everything for everyone on there. As a DJ, I'm always listening to music, obviously for the club, but then on the other side, I'm always listening to music for what I listen to in the car or when I'm chilling. And
Yeah.
listening to what I've heard so far, I can listen to that EP